What's up, guys? It's Monday night. Almost time for Poker League. Let's go. Hello? 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 I was just freaking myself out. I forgot that I was on Twitch. I could hear something. I thought someone was in here. Someone was in here with me. That'd be really weird. Did I turn this off the wrong thing? Did I just go live on Facebook? That's the question. I meant to go live on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, what's up? What's up? What is happening, my friends? We're back at the Gamerhood. It's Monday night. It's time for Monday Night Poker League. That's exciting. Tournament will start in about a minute. So I hope you guys have everything you need, everything you want, because hopefully it's going to be a long ride. We're looking for another victory, just like last week. Everyone who follows me on Facebook seems questionable now. It's the same woman over and over with just different accounts, which is very uncomfortable. Oh shit, I didn't register yet. Shit, I already got cards. I'm already in the big blind, guys. Oh my god. That was a close one. So the tournament has started. It's 7 o'clock. Who are we going against here? Ace Bauma. We got to see what happens, don't we? All right. So we got a spade. We got a 2. It's not great. We might as well roll through this, see what's going on. We're not going to get a flush. He's going to check. Oh, he bets 120. Now he hit his jack, maybe. We'll get him later. Tight. We're playing tight, right? There we go. That's more like it. So we got only 4 people at this table. Byron Raj, the quarter 25, and myself. Now he's going to c-bet no matter what. So the question is, how much is it going to be? That's what we were looking for. Hopefully that's not what he was looking for. I hope he doesn't have ace-king. Or an ace in any of these other cards. I feel like we got a call no matter what. Yeah, that's what I thought. There, we didn't win a ton, but we didn't lose either. So I think we take it. We take it. Good start, guys. Good start. So we saw he raised to the big blind on a7. All right, we got an inside straight draw. We need an 8. Or we got backdoor flush. So see if we can get some more money from Ace Bauma here. All right, now we got 2 to the nuts. I think it's time to do a semi-bluff at it right here. He's going to put a little bit in, and we're going to raise him up. We didn't get there. Ah, dang. Oh, he thought about not calling. He had a straight. Funny. Funny. He thought about not calling with the straight. I kind of wondered if he had a straight there. All right. Quarter 25 wants some of his money back. We got second pair. Now we need a king. See if this guy's got a jack again. It's definitely worth 30. No king. 9 is a straight. Oh, yep, he got a jack, so he's pretty easy to tell what he's got most of the time. So far, anyway. May not look like that since we lost, but hey. What are you going to do? All right, we are live on YouTube. It's just slow. So it's Monday Night Poker League, guys. So what's happening? We're getting screwed, it looks like, is what's happening. Welcome everyone to the chat. So the application is timed out. That's strange. I haven't seen that happen very often. All right, the program is not interacting, so looks like we got a punt here. Get it going again, which is really terrible because we're in the middle of we're in the big blind, so. Our old friend Knuckles. Like a super call station tonight so far. We definitely got to settle down a little bit, guys. Oh. Why is this so big? There we go. All right, we're getting everything back under control. Whew. A little scary there. Let's lead out and see what happens. No one ever folds. If you have a queen, do you raise ahead of time? We are struggling today. There's a flush on the board. Diamonds and then possible, no straight, but easily have a set or something. People are trickling in. Looks like there's 20 people in the tournament. We are garbage so far. Be nice to get a little lead, see what's going on. So that was weird that shut down like that. Hey, Weebs. What's up, buddy? We're having some technical difficulties. But I think we got it figured out. Glad about that. Can't tell you, it's got me off my game, though. That's the worst. I got home late. Trying to finish up some chocolate. Yeah? What do you think about it? Jason Weeb says, dude, so much random screed. Man. And I would agree. I actually thought that I hadn't been doing much, but when I looked at the stats, I mean, I picked up since I haven't done this many screeds in a single month period since probably we got the same shitty hand again. I don't even know how long, but it's been a while for sure. So I did pretty good in January, in all honesty. Yeah, so those were all from 2017, I think, when no one else had podcasts or anything, or no one else had anchor casts for that matter. So it's pretty cool. I enjoyed it. I'm glad you did. So far, not much going on. Like I say, I'm still trying to settle in a little bit. I won a decent hand early, and then punted it off with being a call station. And I did try one semi-bluff. Yeah, Ron Blessing is an interesting guy. I don't know if I know him that well, but so I was pretty much like the first person, one of the very, very first people to use Anchor to do a podcast in the role-playing industry scene at all. Nobody else was doing it. So a lot of people were interested in what was going on there and were checking it out. So there wasn't too many opportunities for the sort of thing that was going down with Random Screed for sure. All right, so this is going to hit our range way more often than it's going to hit the quarter 25 range. So I'm thinking he's got ace something. And now we are going to... He probably thinks he's got us. See if we can induce a bet or call or raise or something. Nope. Yeah, I was pretty sure he didn't have anything, but still, I tried to get some... Tried to take him to Value Town. Yeah, so a lot of people do say that I created the RPG anchorites that you see at places. I don't know what that means, but they do say that for sure. The person who was really doing it first with Anchor is a guy named Eric Frankhouse. He's the one that told me about Anchor. And he had Eric Frankhouse Presents. But I don't think anyone was really listening to him. But I already had an audience from Hobbs and Friends. Hey, Throttle Geek. Thanks for following. That's awesome. But I already had a following. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're not going to be able to follow them all. In all honesty, I don't think you'd want to. Just like Matt said in that... I may have listened to it, but not played it. They're not necessarily good. And I'm not saying Random Screed is really good, because it's really changed and done a lot of different things over the years or over the episodes, but there are some that are bad. Everybody says they don't like their voice, but there really are some people that have bad voices. But even people with bad voices, if they own it and they turn it into something, it doesn't mean you can't be a podcaster for sure. There's no easier way to serve a dream, if that dream is podcasting, than Anchor. There's literally nothing else you need to do an Anchor podcast than talk into your phone. And almost everybody has that capability. The Quarter 25 and I are kind of going at it. Hope he doesn't bet, because I almost have to call. Yep. Stupid jack at the end killed me. I wouldn't have called that otherwise. Yeah, but I mean, even good content is subjective, right? I mean, who knows what's good content to somebody? So there used to be a person who listened to Random Screed and would like my tweets and named Jules, and I had no idea who Jules was. In fact, I thought it was someone who was following Random Screed or Hobbs and Friends. I think this was on Twitter, because Anchor used to be a place where people would just play music, and then they would talk in between songs like it was an actual radio channel or radio show. And I mean, I followed a few of those people. And we all used to follow each other just to create that camaraderie or give people the idea or the feeling that, they had support, right? People had their backs. And I thought it was that person. But then I just found that it's not. It's actually someone from New Zealand who does kind of has RPG stuff, but also just like talks about things in New Zealand. So I was trying to find it to call in, but I haven't been able to find it on Anchor yet. I don't know if my search skills are sucking or what the deal is. But anyhow, go check it out. You get to hear some nice woman from New Zealand. Like, I listened to the most recent episode today, and it was just like, hey, this is really interesting. She was talking about a place in New Zealand called Rainbow something, which is like an amusement park. Rainbow's End, maybe? I don't know. It was this morning, and it was kind of a big day, and I'm trying to get focused on this poker game. I haven't found my mojo yet. I'm tired. I didn't go to bed till 12:30, and then I was up at 6. I mean, I didn't even lay down. I can tell I'm quiet today. See if we can win a hand with ace 10 again. Oh, we got Byron Raj calling us, so we kind of hope the 10 hits and not the ace, because he probably has one. So this low flop is definitely more for pocket pairs or the small blind and the big blind. Yeah, so we're probably screwed. He probably has some of this. And since that dude called, then the other guy called. It's a question of ranges. No. No, he didn't call me out on R.A. Salvatore. In fact, I think he said something like he wrote it when he was washing dishes somewhere or something. So why you have to give the guy a break? You know, it's like his first blah 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 and very early. And I mean, I read it. I read it too, but just the sheer, I don't know, pop culture in our culture notion of it totally went off well beyond the literary qualities of the story, for sure. Everyone got into that Wolverine kind of sad, Elric-y character, I think. That's cool, though. There we go, top pair. Not a great kicker, but shit. So now Roger has a flush, or that's what he's saying anyway. Great, we have no spades. We're just getting fucked today, guys. All over the place. We've already donked off a third of our stack. And we keep on getting mediocre hands. When other people have good hands. Great. All right, we got a full house. Hope he has a flush. But probably not. Yep. Even when we end up with great hands and nobody else has anything. Donked. Yeah, donkey. They call someone who plays like a fish or just being a dipshit, kind of, in some ways. Whew, this is not the frame of mind we need to be in today, guys. That's for dang sure. I know that the win last week helped get me through the whole week, really, just because it's starting off Monday like that. Pretty exciting. Would have been like back-to-back full houses. I don't know what it called though. I think it's time just to relax, kick back, and let the cards come to us instead of trying to make things happen so early in a tournament. It's almost always a bad idea. So we got a little suited connector in the under the gun, which is not good, but yeah, nothing. So Ross is a pretty tight player. Oh, we got an 8. I just don't feel that good about it. Such a wet board. We would add 2 pair, but we would have been counterfeited by any spade. It's one of these guys has a king and the other has the ace. No, you already had it. Yeah, nice. So that was a good fold. Good fold. We lost the minimum there. That's good. We have exactly what we should have in the big blind. Squadoosh. All right, we got a little Queen 10, all red. Queen 10 should have a nickname. I don't think it does though, that I know of. But it ought to. Jesus. I just don't have enough chips to call off 10% of them. But maybe that's what he's doing, just throwing away on his sticks, his chip stack. So we'll just give him our whatever it was and live to fight another day. These guys are pretty aggressive, it seems like, on this particular table. So I think our best shot is to play tighter. When they're playing aggressive, you play tight. When they're playing tight, you play loose. I didn't even have time to write down my list. I didn't have time to write down the old list, my man. My old list for conversation pieces. Looks like we picked up a few followers on the old Twitch followers and a few followers on YouTube in the last 48 hours. That's good. You know our goal, 1,000 subs for 2021. I totally Vancian podcasted that episode last night. I don't even remember what I talked about. I know I put that lost segment in because someone called about it right afterwards, but that's about it. I don't remember. I think I might have talked about the Gamerhood Discord. New guy Dave is from oh, here we go. We got a little primo hand here. New guy Dave is from the Dungeon User Discord. He plays in a lot of the games with me there. He's also in my writing club that I started on the Gamerhood. Garbage again. Hopefully, he doesn't have any of it. Good. Here we go. At least we're still like steady. We kind of need to do a little more than pick up the blinds, though. Yeah, I just started it. It's something I've been wanting to do to help hold myself accountable to the writing that I want to get done. I don't know yet. So far, I think what we're going to do is set goals for ourselves and then say them out loud, and then help support each other to reach those goals. Maybe do some reading, maybe, you know, work together to do some stuff. All right, look at this. We got an up and down straight draw, which is decent. I'll take a free card. Didn't hit it. So close. Still didn't get it. There's no way we're winning this hand. So we'll just give it up. I was going to say, if he doesn't bet, maybe I will, and we'll be okay, but screw it. Maybe. Maybe, but I mean, the goal won't be the same for everyone. You'll set your own goal. I'm going to raise here. Just because I'd rather win right now. I have a good hand to play post-flop, but nice. So we got top pair with a 10 kicker. See if he's interested in playing still. Almost everyone here knows that I almost always c-bet, I think. But I mean, what is he really thinking about? It seems like he's trying to raise, maybe. Or maybe he just had a problem. Maybe he was like I did. Lost connection. Maybe connection's bad on here. I don't really want to play a huge pot with a mediocre hand. All right, good. Staying alive, guys. Staying alive. Dem nines are hot. Got a little ace 8. Oh, shit. And the hijack. Let's see. Let's try it once. This is the hand that the quarter had against me when I had ace queen. He's called every time so far. All right, good. There. Nice. Minimum threat. All right, we're getting some callers. If you're not going to play 10-9 suited in middle position, what are you going to play? Yeah, Shadow the Demon Lord. It's a legit system. All right, so we got 2 pair. Backdoor hearts. Backdoor straight flush draw. It's going to be hard for us to get away if people start betting. Hopefully they don't bet too much. Seems like a lot. He's saying he's got a 9 or an 8. Is he having a higher card than we do? Oh, Jesus. We're not folding. We have a straight flush draw, up and down. We've got 2 pair. We're not folding, so we got to call whatever he bets. Oh, God. We could be out early, guys. I just don't want the quarter to call us as well, because obviously Ross doesn't want a flush to hit. I think he's got an 8. So we got a lot of outs. Any 9, any heart, any queen. Yes. We had a lot of outs there, people. Whew, that got the old heart pumping. That got the whole heart pumping. I don't even know how many outs we had there, but we had a lot. it was up in the 18 range probably. I mean, there was no way we couldn't call that. That propelled us into first place. That was a big, big hand. I mean, I was pretty sure he had an 8, so. I knew we were behind, but I knew there were so many cards that we could hit that would give us the win there. All right, that's what we needed. That's what we needed right there. So I sold all my Shadow of the Demon Lord stuff. I had fun with it. I liked the idea of only having 12 sessions. I felt some of that stuff seemed pretty forced, and I also felt like it tried too hard with some of the sexualized spells. I'm not sure how I felt about that. I didn't like that much. But I mean, it's a legit game. There's stuff about the game that I really, really, really like. The system that I've been working on when I was writing a system most recently used aspects of Shadow of the Demon Lord. So I really like some of the mechanical aspects of it. Like the Boon and Bane thing where it doesn't matter how many you have. I don't even remember what the challenge rolls are. I just like that whole concept of not having a bunch of pluses and minuses, but just having these boons or banes that are going to equal at some point, either, a dice. It's just going to be a plus up to a 6 or up down to, or not, a negative. So it's kind of, there's some similarity there to my Arnesonian, where you only take, no matter how many dice you roll, you only take the 2, and then it's the best of those. So as we know, guys, we can pretty much cruise into the final table with 4,000 chips. I'd definitely like to be higher than that, for sure. But we can cruise in. We can cruise into the final table with this. I mean, you definitely have a much better chance if you're in the 9,000 range, but 4,000, we're in it for sure. Still quite a bit of tournament left. 2 hours of tournament left. So I like the idea of the boons and banes. The genre that I was working on is cyberpunk, and so I was like calling them boosts and slips, and then that's how your cyberware, your weapons, all those things adjust that. So, but it also uses low fantasy gaming stuff. Like I wanted to use the exploits from low fantasy gaming. I wanted to use the 4 levels of success: total failure, failure, success, greater success, and that's it. So, and it kind of feels like Shadowrun felt a little bit, where you're like soaking out damage. It's very easy to get hit, but then you're just trying to lessen that damage. And so like when you have conflictory rolls, like a deadly shot, you're going to be dead. And then you need so many levels of success depending on what, like your armor or whatever. So I don't know. Elliot and I were working on it for quite a while, and then it almost got to be too much. Let's have 3 spades right here. Little squeeze play by Skinny D. 400 into 1,000. I think we need to win about 3% of the time. It's a pretty nice bet. Fudge. Hopefully he slows down. But if he bets again, I just gotta fold. Yeah, I can't keep going. Nice play. Maybe if there were 2 spades, but Probably shouldn't have called that. I mean, it was only 4 times. I don't know. It's a tough one. I feel like I should know who Skinny D is. I should look that up. They want all my chips, guys. It's 200 more into, well, I guess it was 300 more, but into 1,200, 25% of the chance. God dang it. We can't get a draw. I mean, we got one. We shouldn't say we can't, but we did get one. And it was a big one. Now I did it. See, I donked off all my chips again, weebs. So, Shadow of the Demon Lord is one of those games to me that does a lot with an implied setting. Like, it's hard to run. Hard to run your own stuff with Shadow of the Demon Lord in some ways, because the set is kind of intrinsically written into the system. Although I think he is working on a generic fantasy game as well with the same stuff. Really? What's that mean? Tell me about it. Was that the intent? We got a piece. They say it's hard to make a pair in this game. Some sailboats. Nice little pocket pair. Do a little set mining. 300 chips to go into 1,300. Let's just see the floor 4 right there in the window. Oh my goodness, we hit it. So this is a super wet board. What's got us beat right now? 3-2, 7-8. No one's got a 7-8. Another set. And they're trying to go for a flush draw. I think someone has higher. Oh boy. Nice. There we go, boys. Nice. Here's a question for you, weebs. What is Greyhawk? What is Greyhawk? What does say Greyhawk? And I used to play a ton of Greyhawk back in the day. I'd owned almost every product of Greyhawk. But Greyhawk doesn't really, I don't know if that has like a theme really. I mean, what says Greyhawk? Is it, I don't even know, just the town of Greyhawk? What's one thing in Greyhawk that no other town has in another setting? You know, I don't know. And I'm not saying it's wrong for you to say that or for you to look for Greyhawk or like Greyhawk or anything like that. All I'm saying is when people say it's supposed to be like Forgotten Realms or it's supposed to be like Greyhawk, I don't even know what those things are. I don't know what would look like that. What would someone write that would make you feel like this? Oh, this is Greyhawk, you know, or this is that. Except like having, you know, Verundi or Near Dive or some of those other known areas. Let's try and keep these chips for a little while. Really? You feel like Greyhawk is gritty? Interesting. Interesting. Is that because it's more human centric? I mean, what is that the way that you ran it when you ran it? Or that's really interesting to me. I would say maybe that's the intent and maybe is that the overall feeling? You know, I don't know. Saw that first ace of spades. I was pretty excited. Let's see if we can get rid of some people. Man, nobody had a hand. Good. I hope these guys don't have a hand. Yes. One more now. Your turn, ace. Get out of there. Yes. We'll take it. Low info on the setting. In what's the name of his new book? Schwab's. What's the name of it? The weird names in Greyhawk or the weird names in Schwab's Wizard of Oz setting? Shadow of the Mad Wizard. Yeah. Naming is tough. Naming is tough. The reason that I use certain types of naming conventions is to try and convey factions, which could be areas of a culture, like a culture would be a faction, I think, in a gaming setting. And when you use certain names or certain ways of detailing things, I think that might help people get an idea of what that faction or culture is all about. I don't know that for sure, but that's just one of the thoughts. Like when you're trying to when you're trying to create a particular mood, like so when I created Emergent Empires, I had some themes in mind that I wanted to exist, and I wanted to hold to those themes throughout. I think a 7 wins this. Ace Bauma is playing a lot of hands. Augie pitcher is going to be going all in soon. So he's just trying to push people around. Augie pitcher is going to go all in. He's going to start forcing these smaller stacks to shove. See? Because he's raising every time. And so what happens here is by him, he doesn't even have to have a good hand, Knuckles. Because now Ace Bomba, unless he has a good hand, he's going to fold because that's too much. But what he did, he did call. See, King Jack is garbage. Yeah. Nice job, Ace. Not a smart play. That was obvious that was going to happen. But he actually had a hand that time. King Jack. I mean, if you're not going to raise with King Jack, what are you going to raise with? Now, I might do the same thing to Augie pitcher. Now, he might shove. Yep. The question is, does he have a better hand? Does it matter? 500 to go into 15, 3-1. I got to call. Yep. We're dominated. High cards. High card queen. Yes. Oh, dang it. It wasn't enough. I thought we were chopping. But see, I just did the same thing. But you kind of get into a situation when you get into this place when there's people who have a lot of cards on one side, or a lot of chips, and then they don't have them on the other side. They're going to push all in to try and put you to the test, and either going to go for it or not. Ace Jack was minimal, honestly. Not as minimal as Ace 9, but am I not supposed to raise? I might as well just fold then, because he's going to go all in no matter what, and then I'm still going to call. So yeah, it was just wasn't a whole lot of choices there. So when you talk about Ayas, are you thinking about Out of the Ashes? Are you thinking about the second printing of Greyhawk or something earlier? Ooh, here we go. We got the ladies. So this is where we actually want to induce people that have smaller stacks to go all in, like Oakman. So I'm going to raise him and see what people do. And if everyone folds, good. If people ship it, I'm shipping it. I mean, I'm not going to fold it. I expect Oakman to have a good hand. So the only thing that he's got that's beating us is kings or aces. I don't want him to maybe get there. Oh, see, I never saw the 3E Gazetteer. Like, I don't know if you remember, but I had never really played from 3 to 5. I played 5, but I did not play 3rd edition or 4th edition. None of the stuff. Who we got out there in Chatland? Go ahead and pipe up if you want. We are playing Monday Night Poker. This is event number 8 out of 12, so we're getting there. We're after last week's win, we're doing a little better than we were, which means I should probably check into YouTube, see what's going on over there. I forgot to see where. All right, we'll check like usual. Check. Let's bet a little bit. See what he has. Thank you. That was nice of you to call like that. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, bud. Thanks, buddy Rowe. Don't go all in. So if he has ace king, ace queen, ace jack, we're flipping. I'm just going to fold. I'm folding my pocket fives. That is very, very unusual for me. Very unusual. I just know Oakman 2, he was in a position he kind of had to do that probably. All right, so we've already seen Peso Hawk. Wouldn't that be Golarian or whatever from Peso? Because did they do a bunch of Greyhawk stuff before they did Pathfinder? Which magazine? Was Peso a magazine? AP is Adventure Path, right? Hey, R. Weston. What's going on, buddy? So we aren't playing D&D, but we are definitely talking about D&D. Today we are playing poker in my poker league. So Queen 8 is a triple gapper. Nice, man. Have you been here before? When I get knocked out, we will raid Gaming and BS if you want to stick around. But I mean, obviously, if you don't want to miss it, nothing wrong with that. Oh my God, look at that. The triple gapper. That's what we need. 10-9 jack. Oh my God. What are the chances? Well, welcome to the show. I am not usually playing poker, but only on Mondays at 7 p.m. But we're definitely talking about some D&D here. I do. He plays in my low fantasy gaming game. Having any GM in that game is a questionable thought process. I'm not sure. Oh, Jason Weeb also plays in that game, the other guy that you're talking to here. All right. So we didn't hit what we were looking for. I kind of think Roger has an ace, but I don't think it's a very good ace, or he probably would have bet. So I think we're going to take a stab at this. S. Are you in the Gaming and BS chat or in their Discord as well? That's cool that they led you to us. I think he hosts me, maybe. I'm actually the Hobbs that, like you said, Sean plays with on Sundays. But they've been promoting my stuff since I started podcasting, and Sean and I kind of started twitching together, not on the same channel, but leveraging our fan base into twitching and streaming and all that. Do you ever go to Game Hole or anything? What are you into, Weston? You can tell us. We're with you, man. What are you into, bro? I'm on break for poker anyway, so. Oh. Awesome, man. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Nice. So you're almost older than the hills then. But you stopped at Pathfinder, huh? You don't buy anything new? Oh, Jason Weeb's in Canada as well. But I don't want to get any closer because you guys might know each other or something. Nice, man. I will tell you this, though. My man Dungeon Muser, who I'm playing some games with, on his channel. He is also in Canada, and so are some of the players in that game. I hear you, man. I hear you. I tend to probably fall in the same scale as Sean in that, where I've been playing in some cool 5e games lately that are like I'm playing in a World of Warcraft one with Kevin. I'm playing in he also, it looks like he's going to run another Eberron 5e 1 or 2 shot. When 5e first came out, I ran the starter set probably 2 or 3 different times. I don't know if I ever streamed it. I did, my first streaming that I ever did for a game was 5e. So I started it with Tales from the Yawning Portal, and I was running a version of I have Saltmarsh, but you know what? I've never opened it. I've never opened the book, and Secret of Saltmarsh is one of my favorite all-time modules, and I've never opened the Saltmarsh 5e book yet. But Kevin is prolific, but I feel like if I didn't miss any, that's what he does. He doesn't miss a game. No matter what happens, he still runs, even if he's just like using a pickup game or whatever. Because I run almost as many games as Kevin does. Did I talk about all the games that I ran in January on Random Screed today, Weebs? I can't remember. Like I said, fancy and podcasting. So this is my schedule for January. So all the written in things are like games. All the highlighted are the games that I actually played in January. So this is almost every day. When I figured it out completely, I ran 30 hours of games in January, and I played 49 hours of games in January, for a total of 79 hours in January. Now, that seems like a lot, but I missed a lot of games in here. I missed quite a few games. So I feel like if I would have played every single game that I really have scheduled, or I'm invited to, or I'm capable of playing, it would be a batshit amount. That's true. But does that mean he's prolific, or he just runs a lot of different games? Prolific, I mean, does that make him more prolific because he runs more systems? Well, Mr. Weston, you might have just found the right Twitch channel. Although Gaming and BS is really trying to promote more games as well. No, I don't think it's necessarily a bad choice. I'm just talking to you about what you said. I don't know. He is prolific, and I mean, he's great. His games are fun. You aren't watching him though anymore, right? You didn't watch Crystal Shard yesterday. Oh yeah, you did. You were in the chat. Did you watch the whole Crystal Shard game yesterday, Jason Weeb? I was really kind of disappointed about one of his rulings during that game. I mean, it was a fun game because it was tons and tons of RP, and I felt like my character is kind of a leader of that group. I think maybe one of the leaders, but I didn't like really push my own agenda on the group. I didn't force my character to be the main event. Like the spotlight wasn't always on him, but I kind of manipulated other characters into the spotlight, and that was really, really fun. Because I did it not meta, it was during play. So that was pretty dang awesome. Awesome. Now that's an interesting mention. Why do you prefer that game? So 929. He's probably got an ace. Probably dominated. You know what? I'm just gonna let it go. Just give it to him. Why do you prefer the Night Below game? I'm curious. So he runs 2 second edition AD&D games on Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday of these 2 games. And one is based on Night Below, and the other one is based on Legacy of the Crystal Shard. Yep, awesome, man. We'll probably see you over there. Like I said, as soon as I get done. Hey, tell him to break a leg, man. Tell him we hope his audio stays going. Tell him we're rooting from him over here in the Gamerhood. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for swinging through. Why don't you follow? Follow up, bro. Look at that. I would have flopped a full house. No one had anything anyway, though. That's cool. That's interesting you say that. Hey, thanks, R. Weston. So we got Ace King. We're calling. None of these guys have more than 2,000 chips, so. Nice meeting you, R. Weston. All right, we got an Ace King, so if he's got a pair, then we're in a total flip situation. Ah, King Queen. We have him dominated. That's the only card he could get that would help him. God dang it. Sometimes we're so unlucky in this game. Oh, Jesus. Perfect situation. Perfect situation. We couldn't have wrote that any better. Son of a biscuit. So, in my opinion, I like the group better in Night Below than I do Crystal Shard. I said it. I think the group has a better dynamic as players in the Night Below than they do. Hey, Cleo, come on, girl. All right, we got an up and down straight. If he shoves, we got a fold. Does he have a queen? What does he have here? Pocket aces, I think. So if he does have pocket aces, that makes it harder for us. Fuck. What are we really going for here? We need an ace or a 9. We got 8 outs. We got to fold. We got to fold. See, I didn't think about that long enough. If he had pocket aces, that removes our opportunities for us to get an ace there. So that was a bad play. So I believe that Crystal Shard is wrapping up, and that is cool to have a session or have a game go that long. And I had quit playing Crystal Shard quite a while because some of the players in that game I maybe have little patience for. And I know that that makes Kevin have less patience for them, and that makes the game maybe uncomfortable. I think the characters, the actual characters in the Crystal Shard, for as many sessions as they've played, very few of them do you know anything about. There hasn't been a lot of character development. And I think if you're going to play a game long term, it needs to be more. It needs to be more than just walking through Kevin's story. That's what I think, and that's why I think I really love the Icewind Dale area. If I make it to the next break, I got a new box that I wanted to talk about. I was going to bring it up, but I forgot. So we got screwed there, guys. We're way down now. Our chip stack is below average. We need some help. I probably should have just folded. We're calling a raise. So this is that two, yeah, a paired board on the flop. We got an advantage. Yeah, what did you think about what? Why don't you tell me what you thought about that? I mean, were you surprised? How did you feel about it? There's a lot of banter in that game, and I know sometimes I get frustrated with how much banter there is because I don't really know if that is what people really want in a game that they're watching. But I have enough other games out there that I think it should be okay to have some different stuff happening. Like that should be okay. But anyhow, go ahead. You can answer any of the stuff that I'm babbling about. Is I just fold and fold and fold. I don't know if we should feel bad or not. Because a lot of the commentary that I get is people enjoying the banter. They like my banter. They like the banter of our game. And that's good. I don't take this as a criticism, but I sort of expected you to be more engaged with the setting, your character, but I know that you just kind of got into the game and you're just kind of, I mean, you really haven't been there for that many sessions yet. And the sessions that you have been there there's a lot of banter going on that is not necessarily related. So you were surprised about it. I didn't know if you would be or not. I thought, I think it's a cool thing that's going on. I like what's happening. There's a lot going on in that area. Well, the thing you have to realize is that no one really has a place in the group. No one really plays their character in that way. They're definitely like leaves on the wind as far as the game goes because I don't know. They kind of just into whatever, and the next thing that they see, they'll get into. And that's harder as a GM, I think, to prepare for. I don't think you'll ever be able to force anybody to do anything. if it gets to a place that they're not happy with, they will definitely rebel against that. But like, I just kind of expected you maybe to go and have a meeting with Lady Idris or whatever and find out what's happening. But you like really didn't. You haven't really tapped into any of the background stuff that we created for your character. And like I say, this isn't a criticism. It's just me being surprised. It's more of an observation. We're really in a bind here, guys. Need a double up. She may not want to, but the question is what's Aldred trying to do with the rest of his life? I think that's the question to me anyway. What is your character? You know, he himself is now kind of out there, and you know, what is important to him? Is the town important to him? Is the legacy of his stepfather important, of the family? Is he more interested in finding more about? Yeah, that's the thing. So he doesn't seem interested in the past life at all, really, which is not what I thought we were doing, but it's okay if that's the case. It's totally okay. I don't care. I was just surprised. I'm saying I have an 8. I don't have an 8. Nice. We got our big blind back, so that's good. There isn't a lot to do anything to any of those characters. They're all just kind of whatever. But I feel like they're maybe starting to get into, but why is that important? What has made that important? You know, that's what I'm curious about. Oh, Augie pitcher checked so fast he's calling, I think. Oh, guess not. God, give me some cards. I'm not really asking God to give me some cards. I'm just saying, God, I wish I had some cards. I'm not sure it is important. It doesn't seem like it is, but you really haven't necessarily had an opportunity to think about that. Those are the sorts of things that I try to think about as a player, because what else do you really have? What do you really have to do as a player other than try and consider the game through your character's eyes? I mean, you can think about it as a GM and wonder if you'd use that in a game of your own, those sorts of things, but let's see if we can get somebody to fold. Come on, Skinny D. Damn it. Oh, nice. We got an ace. I don't think he's got an ace. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't think so. All right. I mean, that's not necessarily true, though. It kind of is for you, I think, since you've showed up. That's been your main focus. And that's one of the problems that I think I have as a GM, is that I have so many things going on that no matter what the players choose, some of the stuff that I've created is not, some of the storyline I find cool isn't going to happen. Have you ever gone back and actually watched all the episodes? Or you probably don't have time to listen to those. What are we on? How many of you played? You've played like 13, or that was just session 13. You've played 3, so you'd have like 8. Watch 3 through 8. And you'll definitely, the story is there. Ace Bama back, trying to push people around with his big chip stack. I'm calling. Oh, you didn't go for it. Oh my God, he hits 2 pair. Oh my God, how is this even possible? 9-6 hits 2 pair on the flop. Someone is not happy with me right now. But I think that's what almost everyone's doing. None of the players in that game are actually taking time to care what's happening. They just show up on Sunday and hang out and have a good time. So if you were going to say the four main, if you're going to make a Venn diagram of gaming, and you were going to say, you know, hanging out, combat, RP being the main three. I just got this off of a video from Runehammer that I didn't watch too long. That game is almost all hanging out with a little bit of combat. There's really like no RP hardly or anything like that. So I almost feel like we got a shove here. Just hope nobody else has anything. And so whenever any of the other stuff happens, it kind of falls flat. Or I talked to Sean today about it because I felt like he hasn't been too engaged, but it's mostly stuff going on in his life, not necessarily the game. So you got to give the guy a pass for that. And we missed a couple sessions there, and started late. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, I'm not trying to say that I'm not having fun. The game, I think the game is pretty good. The game is entertaining, and it's a good way to spend 3 or 4 hours with your buddies, for sure. Sometimes it would be nice if we could make the best game ever, you know, tell a really cool story. I don't even know how much RP there really is. I almost feel like I got to call it 8-1. What is RP, really? You know, is it weird voices? Is that what RP is? Is it method acting? I don't really know. Let's do it again, buddy. Oh, no jack. Yeah, so you know, where or what is RP? I think it's like what everybody, it's a question maybe everybody has, you know. Check. All right, good. We're gonna try and steal this right here. Nice. I feel like you like the story that comes out though too, right? Do you like the story of your character? Do you like having character growth and seeing what's going on and what happens? So I think what I'm saying is I don't want to tell the whole story by myself. I play for cooperative storytelling. I mean, I can just write a book if I want to do that. So it would be nice to have the players engage as their characters. I think that's part of the written document that exists in the campaign. What is that? The unwritten contract? We have a decent hand here in this situation. If he checks, I think we got to bet. But if he bets, I think we got to fold. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. But like I say, I feel like almost all of those story elements are coming from me. No one's really leveraging their backgrounds or care. They're not like trying to pull any story out or even add on to the story. That's what I mean by the collaborative storytelling portion. I think I'm just going to fold. Five-handed and ace is good, but... And I'm just babbling too. So don't like feel like this is some kind of critique or you're doing anything wrong or any of that. That's not the case. Hey, Jay Ivy in the chat. Oh, I'm not supposed to call him out. I'm not supposed to call him out. So hey everybody, we are playing in the Monday Night Poker League tournament. Started at 7. We made the final table. Good work. We have battled off 11 other players to sit here with just these 9. And it's one of those things, as far as the game goes. I feel like the same thing happens in Kevin's game sometimes. I think everyone sort of phones things in sometimes. Saul Goodman. I don't even know what that means, Jeff. Or Jivey. J-Ivy? I don't even know what that means. I also don't know what that thing is next to your thing. Better Call Saul, is that like from a TV show or something? So Jivey is... Jivey plays in Kevin's games. He plays Calidor in the Night Below campaign. The troubled killer, Calidor. So yeah, we made another final table. I would like to win this tournament. Back-to-back wins would be nice. It'd be nice to cash. What I'm really trying to do is get all the money back that I have into this thing and then try to start building up that. And I'm all talking about this poker tournament right now. Hey, is the Louis Vuitton background on the screen, have you fallen in love with that, Weebs? Would it feel different if I made it something different now? So we're definitely a short stack at the table. But we're not that far out. Everyone's kind of short. If we look around, you have TG32 Fire with 15,000, and then you have the Quarter with 7,600. Between them, they got like 22,000 chips. You add Slats 18. That's 28,000 chips. And that's just 4 people. The other 5 people are right around 2 grand, 3 grand. So we're all right. This is a big hand. Oh, we folded. So he's got 13,000 now. That's a nice play by Ace Bauma. But we know he's just going to donk those off, right? What's Oakman going to do? Walk! Where's our walk music, guys? We got to find some walk music. So a walk is when you're in the big blind and everyone else folds. That's what a walk is. So I don't have... Whoa, what the hell? Why is that guy saying A to us? 600? I'm out. Oh, ace, ace. He said he had an ace, ace. You guys can't see the chat. Maybe you're lucky. It's not that exciting. I got rid of it. All right, so I downloaded some music. It's not really music, but it's sort of music, I guess. See what you guys think of this one. Now, I own all this, so... It's Nudja. It's like a Hutt singing. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Jabba the Hutt jazz. is a long one. That's called Pulse Rifle Promenade. Oh, there goes down one. Now we're... And then there were 9. We're just waiting for a big hand, guys. I like this one. All right, so Jivey, this poker league, I do know the guy who started it. So we're using Poker Stars, and it's a private club on Poker Stars, and it is 12 weeks. Every Monday night for 12 weeks, we're playing a league. So everybody took $50 and put it in a pool, and that goes to the end of the league. Whoever has the best 8 finishes out of the 12 weeks. Here we go. Ace King, guys. Here we go. Let me finish your story after I prepare to dominate this here. I'm going to raise it a little bit. I don't want anybody else calling. We're ready to put all the chips in to see what happens, or we'd like to see everybody fold. Yes. So it's the best 8 finishes. So you don't actually have to play every week to get into that pool for the end. So whatever the best 8 finishes are, there are 22 people in the league. So the person who wins any given event, like this is an event, there's going to be a new event every week, gets 22 points, and then it just goes down from there. So if you got second, you got 21 points. Third is 20 points, 19, 18, all the way down, just like that. So it doesn't matter how many people that are in the league play each week, but you only count your top 8 finishes for the league award. Every week we each put $20 in, and then you play for that $20. So there's 22 people in the league, $50 a piece, whatever that is. That's the pool for the end of the season. And then it's $20 for whoever comes in for that particular event. So there were 20 people today, so there's like $400 in the pool for tonight. Usually pays 5 places. So I know the majority of the people in the league. Like the guy who runs it is the Quarter 25. I know him. Oakman 2, I know him. SIEUEI, I know him. But some of the other guys I don't know. So the Quarter 25 set this up, and he barred a bunch of people in. So I don't know them all. And it's online poker, so there's some knowledge that you can get from playing with people consistently. But all right, so we probably have a decent hand in this situation. Now we're the small and the big blind, but this guy who raised could possibly have an ace. That's why he raised to begin with. We're going to act like we have an ace when really all we have, is a couple diamonds. So that's what they call a semi-bluff. What else? What else you want to know, Jivey? Should you be G-Ivy? J-I-V? What should you be? So what'd you guys think of that song? Little sad, kind of, huh? Like he had a flush draw. He might actually fold. Yes. Oh my God. I can't believe that got through. I was not doing very well. I'm okay in the league now because I won last week. But overall, since it's the top 8 finishes, it's not easy to tell. Like if I won out for the next 4 or 5 sessions, I could definitely win the league. That's a possible. Oh, we didn't hit this. That's for sure. So we're folding out of this hand. I really like this song.
Gave shared credit on the white boss. But as things advanced, their relationship was on the rocks. Maybe less people know his name, but he revolutionized war games with the first fantasy campaign.
Oh, we got top pair, guys, with a decent kicker. A couple hearts out there, only a lightly connected board. We're definitely going to bet. Ooh, we got an 800 bet. I think we're going to call. I think we're okay there. He could just be betting. He could have any piece of that. What'd you guys think of the Arneson song? Oh, shit. The hearts came in. We have a heart. Not a great one, but we have one. He doesn't necessarily want a heart to show up. I think we got to fold. We just don't. I mean, we definitely could be winning this hand, but I don't think we want to go to war with the chip leader. You might have heard this one on Random Screed.
I was just a normal guy. Didn't know what to do with my life. And I found this app. I found this app. It's called Anchor. I plugged it in. Something came over me.
It's not a cult, it's a choice. It's not a cult, it's a choice. It's not a cult.
And everything was okay.
Oh, I realized that,
Something
but
came over me.
It's not a cult, it's a choice. It's not a cult, it's a choice. It's not a cult.
I get that, Jeffrey, but I usually don't like to talk about people's actual names in the chat, so I just go by what they are. And how would you pronounce J-I-V? Are you listening to the words? It's basically a parody on people doing podcasts on Anchor.
I love my Anchor app. It's all I need. Something came over me.
It's a choice. It's not a cult, it's a choice. It's not a cult, it's a choice. It's not a cult, it's a choice.
And now I have all the friends that I need. Because my world is Anchor.
He's up all night, playing with his phone.
The world is
I'm
Anchor.
worried about that boy.
And I'm tethered. I'm tethered.
I started the Anchor cult, bro. I started it. I created it. The RPG Anchorites. The man behind the legend. You got a king? I don't either. See ya. All right, we got to win this goddamn tournament, you guys. We're getting in there. We're in the nitty gritty. So it pays top 5. I don't know if I'm the leader, though. I'm more of the shadow force behind the cult. All right, 250 to get in here. I got to do it. I don't want to do it, but I got to do it. All right, 8, not a heart. 8 of clubs. Full check. 8 of clubs. 8 of clubs. 8 of clubs. Oh, dang. Check. I don't have no title. I'm just Jason Hobbs. Or Hobbs. Hobbs of the Gamerhood. This is one of the songs that TJ Drennan did for me. I love hoodies. Dang it, look at that. Oh, I don't have a 10. What? Canadians call hoodies foreskins? We don't do that in the J.I. Ivy is also a Canadian. It's crazy. The number of Canadians hanging out on Monday Night Poker. It's crazy. No one calls hoodies foreskins. Jeff, do you call hoodies foreskins? Or foreskins hoodies for that goddamn matter? What are you even talking about? Here's another song called Another Joyous Bloodletting. Are you saying Manitoba is not in Canada? How about this one, you guys? The title of this track. So they're purposely short so you can use them as a transition for your podcast or whatever. But they're too long for me to add to Roll20. Ooh, here we go. Ace Queen in the big blind. No one suspects the oil boss.
It's a beautiful day in the game, oh, a beautiful day for my gamers. Would you be one? Could you be one? It's out about plunder, but don't despair. This colony's breeding great robbers. Would you be one? Could you be one? If the 80% mortality rate works for you, for a few bucks a month you can sign up and have the hogs kill you.
God dang it.
Let's make the most of another Sunday.
God damn it. Someone is so loud. Damn it, damn it, damn it.
Could you be mine?
King fucking
Won't you
nine.
be my gamers? Won't
God,
you
you're
be-
garbage.
Won't you please,
Oh.
please, won't you be my gamers?
I gotta mute myself for a second. All right, I'm back. Son of a biscuit. Seventh. I got seventh. I should have went all in before the flop if I was just gonna shove at the after the flop. I just gave him an opportunity to hit a card. It's a bad choice. That's something I do sometimes for sure. This guy's not good. Son of a bitch. The thing is I have to do way better. I haven't learned the lesson yet, but I wonder. All right. I think someone might be on YouTube, but I can't tell for sure. Oops, I just hid the chat. I'm trying to find the standings. Oh, it's you. It's you watching on. Oh, that's why you just said that's me. I gotcha. I thought you were saying that's me, that you don't ever learn lessons either. So I'm not sure that helped us at all, honestly. We lost another $20. In seventh place probably won't be a high enough points to really help us win the tournament, and we didn't get any money back. Let me see if I can find here. Through week 7. So I'm looking at the payouts. I don't know if Ivy's back yet or not. Let's see. So here is the email. So these are all the players. Oh, it's Heimer, Skinny D. All right, yeah, I do know that guy. Here's who I just got knocked out by, Travis Glime. This is bad, just lucky. Here's the end of the year payouts. So this is the weekly, how much you pay depending on how many players there are. He's got it all the way down to 15. We've never had that few. And here's the standings. So here I am, lucky number 13. So you can figure out what we got. We got 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. We got 16 points. So that definitely helps. That puts us at a 22, 18, 16, 14, 13 for our high scores. Pretty good. Pretty good, but you can see up at the top here what Adam has. That's why I feel like I got to win another tournament, and then I'll feel like I'm somewhere where I need to be. So this is the score for each date, right? As we go down, you can see each date, like what the person got for that day. So I got 3 pretty bad ones, but you dropped the lowest 4. So I don't know, a 13 probably won't help much, because you can see that Adam King up here, AP King 14, has a shit ton. But people are pretty close though too, and you need to get into like 5th place to get some money. What it pays $100. So I don't know where I'm at, but looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm sitting at 12th right now. So I'll just pick the line I'm on. I'll kind of highlight it. And let's go look at where we are. So you can see so far we've earned $196. Well, I mean, I play because I enjoy it, but I also expect to win some money. If you think about the amount of money that we have in right now, we spent $50. Oh, definitely at striking distance, I think. But I need to win out because we need to keep the top 8 scores, and I can't use that 6, that 3, or that 5. And today, I mean, the 16's okay, but not great. But so right now I have $196. I put $50 in to begin with, and then I'm putting $20 every week for 12 weeks. So that's $290. So right now I'm just short $100 just to win my money back. So that's not bad. And I got what, 4 weeks to do it in. Well, no, I already did this week. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 weeks to do it in. I'm off somehow. So not bad. I just need to get in the money each week, and then that may actually bump me into the payouts, to be honest. I don't really know for sure. I don't think Adam King is. He's not at the final table. So this is another. I don't think he's even playing today. I think he's actually at Lions Club. So they're still at 6. So no one has been knocked out since I got knocked out, which is like right after you left to get take the trash out, Jeffrey. It was my own fault tonight. I never really settled in very well. What is going on here? Oh yeah, I'm definitely playing better now. I'm definitely playing better now than I was early. The last 3 weeks have been better than every week before that. So just hitting that 18, then getting that 5th place on the 18th, and then winning last week definitely builds some confidence and gets you somewhere. Makes you feel like maybe you know what the hell you're doing, and that helps. I think I didn't have enough. I should add more patience. I should add more patience. That was my problem. Definitely was off tonight. I got home too late, and then I ate, and then got on here. I didn't have any of my things ready. Jay Ivy, are you a poker player? I'm definitely tired. So we can sit here and shoot the breeze as we try to keep an eye on this, or we could raid Gaming and BS. Up to you guys. You're tired too, eh, bro? I'm definitely tired. Maybe we'll finish this off with a couple more choice songs from my man. Oh, nice. I hope you have fun. We were in a pretty interesting location in White Sands for sure. Oh, well, thanks for sticking around, Jay Ivy and Jason. I was going to play one more song. Scratch from Sketch Dinkus. Oh, it's a shorty. And that, my friends, I think, is all she wrote.